Today is March 5th, and I wanted to talk about weight loss goals. So, the first thing I want to talk about is where I want to be and why. So, my goal weight is going to be 180 pounds. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my God, you're going to be really fat, 180 pounds. No, darling, I will have visible six-pack abs at 180 pounds. And I've had doctors tell me this is ridiculous, and then they look at my x-rays and they're like, oh no, wait, that's really about where you need to be. So right now I'm in the 240s, so that gives me 60 pounds I need to get rid of. Sorry, I'm having horrible allergies. I'm basically being face fucked by trees, and I'm not enjoying it in the slightest. So that's why I'm really stuffy and sound like crap. So I can't buy bracelets. I have to buy anklets because my wrists are too large to wear most women's bracelets. I can't buy watches, women's watches. I have to buy men's watches. My shoe size is 10 4E. And for those of you who do not know what giant flipper feet sizes go like, women's sizes the B is narrow, C is normal, D is wide width. And then you have E, 2E, 3E, and 4E. So I am basically to a wide width shoe what a wide width shoe is to an extra narrow shoe. Try finding cute little pumps when you have giant freaking feet like that. It's really, really difficult. It's a worthy goal though, because I love shoes. And shopping for shoes does not hurt my feelings any. I just have to, when Sarah and I were first dating, I was like, okay, I need to buy new pairs of shoes for this. I need to spend 2 days shopping. She was just like, are you on drugs? And then we went shopping for shoes, and she saw that they basically don't make shoes to fit my feet, and I have to, blow fairy dust onto the shoe rack, and maybe I can find something that fits. When first time I seriously twisted my ankle, I went into the doctor's office, and they just took one look at it, and were like, oh no, that's broken. You could just look at the bruising on the outside. It was completely purple and black, and they were just like, no, you broke that ankle. Took a look at my x-rays, and not only was my ankle not broken, I walked up behind them, and the doctor was going, these are the biggest, thickest bones I've ever seen on a woman. And he turns around and sees me, and he's like, oh my God, what are you doing standing up? So it's actually been a bad thing in my life, because I've had multiple injuries where I would have been much better off if I just broken a bone, and instead I get a lot of ligament damage. So bones heal a lot faster, and it's a lot less painful, and a lot less long-term impact from those sorts of injuries. So I'd be better off if my bones broke, but I have zero risk for osteoporosis. It's just not going to happen to me. I got other shit medically that I'm going to have to deal with, but that one is not on. No risk factors. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just big boned, and I am enormously big boned, freakishly so, to the point where I cannot buy shoes or jewelry that I would really like. I would love to wear bracelets. It's not going to happen. And most anklets are tacky as fuck. Let's just admit it. Really not my style. Neither is this shirt. This is actually my wife's shirt. She looks really cute, and it makes me look like crap. Oh well. There are benefits to having a female partner who's about your size. Double the wardrobe, but if she's got a completely different color tone to her skin than you do, then and I'm not super into the floral appliques. Fuck it, I'm not naked. Anyway, so I'd like to get down to about 180 pounds. That's my goal. And last time I was at 190 pounds, I had the sidebar abs. I didn't have six pack, but you could I had it, so I was probably at about 19% body fat. Just comparing how my abs looked at that weight. So I am much less muscular now than I was when I was a teenager, because that was 16. I was powerlifting. So I'm a lot less muscular because I've had some health issues that have had me bedridden for a while, but maybe by the time I get back down there, I'll have my muscle mass back up. But adding muscle as a woman is hard. All the ladies who are afraid that they're going to look like a roided up bodybuilder if they so much as pick up a pink 5-pound dumbbell. No, that's not going to happen. Like, I want to add muscle, and I'm going to struggle and suffer for it. It's going to be a very, very difficult process because, estrogen. It's just, not an anabolic. I've got testosterone. All women have testosterone, but we don't have anabolic steroid levels of testosterone. That's for damn sure. So, and I'm not going to take this because I'm not interested in growing testicles or a beard. So for me to hit 180 pounds, I need to lose 60. And if I lose 4 pounds a week, that will put me there at about September, 6 months from now. And I had a fairly long conversation with a friend of mine who's a doctor, who basically told me that is pants on head retarded. Basically, if people lose weight that fast, they tend to lose muscle mass, which is metabolically bad. I know ways around that. So, and they tend to bounce back up really quickly. And I promise you, I hit Wonderland, I'm not coming back. Not gonna fucking happen. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more in another video, but basically, my current body weight, is about where I was when I left my parents' home. So I've lost 100 pounds to get to this point, and that 100 pounds was all about me. I made some poor choices. I had some very, very serious health issues that almost killed me. The medication that saved my life and helped me rebuild my internal organ that decided to stop working made me massively fat. And I kept that weight on for a lot longer than I should, because after gaining 100 pounds and losing an organ and, oh, by the way, my career and all the rest of that, I was depressed and not doing so great. So that 100 pounds, that was me. This 60 pounds is the legacy of some seriously fucked up child abuse that I went through as a kid. And I want it gone, because every time I look at myself in the mirror and I see the weight, I see my parents' pathologies written on my body. And that makes me very, very, very angry. And anger is an excellent fuel for me. Some of the hardest, nastiest things that I've ever had to do, I get pissed off, bam, I get them done. It's not the healthiest fuel. And I don't know why my psychology is set up so that things that I could never do because I love myself, I could do because I'm pissed. But that's the way I'm built. So at this point, I'm getting more and more pissed every single day I have to see this. And it's impacting my health, it's impacting my life, it's impacting my employability. It's a fucking mess, and I'm done. So, 4 pounds a week, which is doable, but, and like I said, I checked with my friend who is a doctor. She's brilliant. She's amazing. There will be concerns from my medical team about me losing this much weight this fast, especially with a history of diabetes, because one of the things that's a tell that you're in ketoacidosis, which can kill you, is rapid weight loss. And since I'm going to do a ketogenic diet, I'm going to have high ketones anyway. So if I go into a doctor who's not super hip on all of this, and I'm like, oh, hey, I've lost 16 pounds in the last 4 weeks, and my ketones are really high. Oh, and I have a history of type 1 diabetes. They're going to flip the fuck out. So, But I double checked. There will be no long-term metabolic damage from losing weight this fast. It will be hard on my liver because, liver has to process all the toxins that are being stored in fat and blah, 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 blah. But it's doable even if it's really hard. So my goal is program minimum is going to be 2 pounds a week. Program maximum is 4 pounds a week. In my next video, I'm going to tell you my plan for losing 4 pounds of fat through exercise every single week. P.S. If you're anorexic, do not watch the next freaking video.